Started mine.
Yeah. Started.
Oh wait, no, I didn't.
I did.
Oh, so where is it at?
And my audio chat's on too. Somebody has some good vibrations going on.
That was me. I forgot about that. Oh, that crunch.
Oh, look at that. We have one
What a
already
rehab.
sitting in there. It says Misfits Rehab.
So to let you guys know, we let this run about 5 minutes before we started. So get everybody in here, then we'll do our thing.
Keep cursing to
Yeah.
a minimum.
Keep what to the
What
where?
the?
Keep cursing to a minimum.
Oh, absolutely. Farfig Nugan.
Farfig Nugan. Hey, it's Blitz
Biscuits
on my
and
side over here.
gravy.
It's Blitz is on my side over here on TikTok.
Well,
How you doing, hon?
Blitz needs to be over on our side. We got.
Well, yeah, that's true. I would love to have It's Blitz on the UB2B side because then she can let loose.
Fair.
She can let loose and say whatever she pretty much wants.
We just got a couple more people on the YouTube side. I don't know who's there. You guys want to say hi? Say hi.
Hi,
Hey.
guy.
Hello on the YouTubies.
Do, 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 do. Let's get something a little bit more upbeat here.
It's better. Don't say what I want. What do you want? It splits.
Say it.
Anyway,
I don't trust that little thing anymore.
oh,
The numbers above me.
Oh,
I don't trust
Yeah.
it anymore. After last time, I was like, "There's one person here, or no people here," and then all of a sudden, everybody's like, "No, we're here." I'm going, "Okay, let's see how we can get demonetized today." Oh wait, we're
Depends
already
on the topic,
demonetized because we're not monetized at all.
whose little thing? What do you mean, little thing?
Farfig Nugan.
Misfits Rehab. What do you mean, little thing?
Whose little thing? Well, don't worry about that. Okay, that's a personal problem.
it's cold.
It's
Oh
chilly
no,
out
it's
today.
not cold at all. It's just small.
Oh, jeez. Are you trying to say short and shriveled and slightly to the left?
No, it's grub worm in a
Small but
turtleneck.
girthy.
Oh, okay.
It's just a grub worm in a turtleneck. That's all it is.
Grub rubber and turtleneck. Oh my god.
Ah. I got about
Oh,
2 more minutes and we'll hit this
It's
off.
Blitz. Just to let you know, I put a video out that actually has the link. You can copy the link and
Hey.
just
on over.
just for the people here because of us that were wrestling fans.
What you gonna do when Donald Trump and all the Trumpomaniacs run wild on you, brother?
Oh my god.
Much to the very special life.
Oh, thank you for that. Oh my god.
The absolute worst thing that he could have ever done was gone to a political rally and done his stupid ass speech of "What you gonna do, brother,
Yeah.
brother."
Camille, hey, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for that.
That's literally all I expected him to say the whole time.
Watching YouTube, they are the 4HP Studios, if I remember.
What? My sound is cutting out again. What the heck? Anyway,
No, your sound isn't cutting out. I don't know. I don't think his mic's hooked up. I think he's going off of his camera mic
testing 1 2 testing.
because you can hear all three of us, and even when we're talking over each other, and then he cuts out. So
Hold on,
bro,
let me
you want to
double
go check his setting real quick and see if his mic's actually hooked up to the deal?
No, it is. I just don't have the volume too high.
He's
Well,
he's
check.
canny.
Go to the little wheel down there and check to see where your mic is.
on
See if it's set for your camera mic or your mic.
yeah. Or tap the mic.
Yes, Bone said
Yeah.
he was not trusting that little thing in the corner. That was me. My little thing in the corner.
Well, he just tapped the mic. It shows it's aimed. I don't think it's aimed at him.
No, there he is.
There. He is.
So you
I
probably
can
said the
literally have it like this if I want to be louder.
Yeah, you just have to pull it to you a little bit.
That's why I got the other mic.
See, my question is, he's got the settings.
She just rubbed it in his face. That's why I got the other
Dude.
mic.
Look, see? What's that? Oh, she walked away.
Oh well.
There you are.
What
Now I
I'm
can
seeing,
hear you.
Whoa.
what I'm
Mine
seeing
says I
here
need to
is
get it
that
up.
his mic settings set is on the side, so I'm thinking it's a front firing mic. So
Maybe.
Yeah, his is
Hey,
his,
guys.
his is directional, not omnidirectional.
yeah, Duck Bug Clan, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Trash Panda, Andy, how you doing?
Which side is it? Okay, yeah, it is this side.
Call me Candy. What's
Yeah, it's
happening?
that side. There you go.
There we
Is it
go.
that side? Let me answer that for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that guy right there. Oh,
Hey,
Hmm.
hey.
We
We'll
all
get to
lost
that. We'll-
the game, apparently.
yeah, we
You lose
lost the game.
Hey, listen, y'all lose the game whenever you sit there and watch.
Is that Corgi? Oh, jeez.
when you
Hold on a
watch
second.
WWE and Triple H comes out, everybody loses the game.
I got a Corgi. All right, I got a Corgi.
My.
Somebody sent me a Corgi, so give us what I get to do.
What do you get to do?
Well, I could. Love yous. It's squishy. How's it going, Duck Buck? Oh, geez, not the duck. Okay, Duck Buck. 2? Oh, jeez.
Oh, we got.
So basically, you have to get up and walk normal.
What? God dang. Bones. What
I'm
up,
not-
Squishy? What's happening?
I'm not saying you waddle when you walk, but I'm just gonna say you waddle when you walk.
Well, how's
Oh,
that song
well.
go? Waddle, baby, wobble.
Oh, God, no. Jackal.
Oh my god.
Raise your horns into the air. There is plenty here to share. All are welcome. Take a chair and sing a song loud and strong. Men of war and men of care. Maidens fierce and maidens fair. Raise your horns into the air and sing.
Hey everybody, welcome to
Oh,
4
sweet.
Heathens podcast. We are joined today by the lovely Rowan and the even lovelier Jackal. Yes, husband and wife duo, team and absolute fans of wrestling like we are. And Jackal, he's like me. He wrestled in the indie circuit for a while. There you see him in the background right there. That mean look he has. Yeah, I don't have that mean look. I look like a retarded Hardy Boy. Oh, can I say the R word? My bad. Anyway, we're past 6 minutes.
You're good now.
Is it past 6 minutes now?
Yes. So
Nice.
today, what we're going to talk about, the results of the WWE SummerSlam August 3rd, 2024 that just happened yesterday. So if you guys are wrestling fans, stick around and check that out. We'll also be talking about the controversies of the Olympics as well. And of course, a little bit of political stuff, not too much because there haven't been much happening on the political front. So we're going to get that out of the way right off the bat. So far on the political front, yeah, I haven't
Not
heard
much.
I know the one reporter. It was funny. I saw a clip. The one reporter sat there and what's her name? The lady that does all the nudes, the press conferences, said, "I haven't seen you here in a while." And he goes, "Yeah, because you guys haven't had a press conference since Joe decided not to run."
Oh, ouch. Smack. It's Blitz said, don't ever ask me to swim in the Paris River.
Oh yeah, well we'll get to that.
Ooh.
but-
Here on my end said Rhea got done dirty, but you didn't see.
Oh yeah, no. We'll get to it.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Since the since everything else is going on in the world as far as the Olympics and as far as wrestling and stuff like that and all the entertainment that's going on right now, the political side of it has wind down a lot. And so we've got a reprieve from that for the last probably week.
Yay!
We know that Joe dropped out. Kamala Harris is the candidate that I don't know if she was chose or if she was forced or what, but she's the candidate, and Judge Joe Brown don't like her at all.
Yeah.
I won't show the clip, but Joe was calling her a hoe a lot.
Joe was calling her a lot of things other than Lot Lizard.
Jesus.
Heels up, Harris.
Hills up, Harris.
What?
Well, you know how you know when your politician loves you with the ankles behind you. Yes.
Oh no, the wife reminded me of something I need to talk to the ex-wife about. My son was playing football. It was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, and he ended up getting a minor concussion.
Oh,
At practice, not at the game. So apparently the
what up,
kid
Chewy?
the kid hit him like 3 times before the coach actually pulled him out.
God,
And like, yeah, it was helmet to helmet the whole time. So needless to say, I did not let him go practice on Thursday, and I'm gonna talk to his mom about football because at this point,
Ooh.
this is his second concussion that he's had playing football. I don't want my
We're
son,
talking about that.
you know, I don't want my son getting older and then being a janitor at a school going, I need to play football for your school before my concussions made me special like this. I don't want that shit.
No,
So,
concussions are something not to play with.
and if you guys think I'm making fun of slow people or anything like that, just get the fuck over it, okay? At that point, you just calm the fuck down. I don't want my son having traumatic brain injuries for later on in life. Okay, is that better? Is that
Because
more
of-
politically
Because
correct?
a coach being stupid.
Right. I was pissed at the coach, but I was already pulling away before I decided I wanted to turn around and whoop his ass. But I let it go and came home because I knew jail was worse.
Well, I don't know. If we had a video of that, you know what I'd put in there? Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Left
His
ass,
name
how
is
old is
John
he?
Cena. So, having said that, let's get on to the one thing that has been breaking the internet over time. And in the last week, this has been crazy. So the Olympics, which
Mhm.
I've only seen, I refuse to watch the Olympics after the opening ceremonies. Did any of you guys actually see the opening ceremony?
I did. There's only one thing that I liked about the opening ceremonies, and it was the only thing that was kind of cool. Was the horse that was, running across the water. That was kind of cool because the way they were trying to portray it, I mean, it looked pretty cool.
Right,
All the rest of it, well, no.
right. Anybody
I
else?
mean,
Did anybody else?
Crickets.
LA did better.
Crickets? Okay, cool. Yeah, this is fucking. I'm glad we got you guys on here. So talkative. Jesus Christ.
Well, we're talking about the wrong sports entertainment.
Uh-huh.
Well, we'll get to that. Sports entertainment is going to be the majority of our time. Okay, because there are some things I would love to talk about each one of these matches, and we are going to get it. We got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them to go through. So I didn't get to watch the opening matches of it all, but I got to watch the main event of everything. So anyway, so the controversy surrounding the Olympics has been literally it's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing. The way that people jump to conclusions on social media and accuse things on social media before people actually know the facts of the situation.
Is it the whole what do you call it? Last Supper?
That was one of them.
One, yeah.
Now that was not even a rendition of the Last Supper.
No, it wasn't. Why are they saying it though?
Well, because Christians, well, trust me, that's politically, and it'll wrap into this. Politically, Christians are gaining ground right now. So everything's about Jesus, God, and making America Christian again and all this other crap that they're doing. So basically, we went from pushing the agenda of gay rights and trans rights to pushing the agenda of the Christian population as well. So we've gone from one extreme to the next.
Yep. That's true. We did.
So they displayed what people thought was the Last Supper, but it wasn't. It was depicted off of a painting of the Greek gods, because Greek mythology was very heavy in Europe.
Yes, very much so.
So the religion, the mythology and the religion of the Greek gods was what they were basically depicting that off of. And they saw a long table with a bunch of dressed up people, and they freaked out, saying, "Oh God, that's the Last Supper." No, and again,
no, Elmo's on one side, Mama Rose over here.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a super huge favor. To like turn down your vocal.
Oh, am I over?
No. I'm talking about on your live on TikTok.
Oh, there you go.
Their little speaking back thing that you got going on, because we
I'm
can hear it.
I'm gonna shut it off. How about
yeah,
that?
we can actually hear it.
I was wondering. I'm like, is that me?
No.
Yeah, I
No,
know we'll line up on this
that's
one.
Pit Boss. He's a lazy reader. What? You're the audiobook guy. I mean,
yeah,
in your lives.
Hey, this book doesn't have pictures to it. I can't read it.
Look at Dr. Seuss over here.
You better believe it.
Wiggly snarf over there. Oh my goodness. But they flipped out over that. That was number one. Number two, the one thing that made me not watch the Olympics was the opening ceremonies from the get. You had some space-aged looking outfit, and I get Paris is about fashion, so I can accept that part of some lady carrying the Olympic flag up there. I can get with that because you're in Paris, it's fashion. That's what you're known for.
Hi, Nick.
But when Snoop Dogg came out,
oh jeez,
with the torch that looked like a big fat joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That right there, that's when I stopped and didn't give a crap about the Olympics after that. Because you went from, you could have grabbed anybody from the any of the Olympics. They even showed a clip of the Olympics in 1992 where the guy shot the arrow into the torch.
Yeah.
Amazing shot, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely beautiful, and the skill that he had with that. But then you have a celebrity, and don't get me wrong, I love Snoop Dogg. I'm a fan of Snoop Dogg, but at the same time, music and entertainment is his thing, not sports.
I'm playing Call of Duty now.
Right.
Wait, he's playing Call of Duty now?
He's got a Call of Duty skin.
Yeah, he's got it. That's called a doobie. So.
Oh my God! Next thing you know, you're gonna see Cheech and Chong on there too.
No, they're on there too.
What?
My brain can't do this. So they gave Snoop Dogg the honor of lighting the ceremonial torch, which to me was the most ignorant thing, because you have so many ex-Olympic athletes and gold medalists and silver medalists and bronze medalists. They could have called any one of them up and said, "Hey, you're famous. People know you. You won this Olympics even from last year. And hey, can you come light the torch this year?" Well, sure, yeah, I can do that. No, they go, "Hey, yo, Snoop Dogg, we made this torch that looks like a blunt. Can you come over here and light it for us?"
For sizzle, my nizzle.
Can we say that?
Yeah, we can. It's dogology.
Dogology. Woof woof.
Yeah. Woof woof.
So, needless to say, now here's my question.
Off the torch.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Yahtzee, what's your question?
So my question to you guys is, what do you think about that? About them putting Snoop Dogg in there instead of an athlete?
They could have gone so many different ways with it. Right. So many. They could have, like you said, they could have had Olympic alumni going.
Right.
They could have called somebody and been like, hey. Or they could have called athletes who aren't in the Olympics. There are amazing athletes or even Hall of Famers that could have done it.
Right.
Mhm.
And that's the way I feel about it. They could have done multiple different things. Yes, ma'am.
Like,
I
honest.
still just want to know which came first, whether the torch came first or the publicity stunt with Snoop Dogg. Because whoever thought of that, no matter how much of a farce it was genius.
True.
From a publicity standpoint.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, artistically,
I think the Snoop Dogg came first, and then the torch came after, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure he helped design
I
that
do,
motherfucker. They might as well just roll the giant joint and hand it to him because that's what it looked like. I mean, it was ridiculous.
I mean, they could have had it better if they used like Martha Stewart. Come on now.
So they've had several controversies around the the controversies in comedy, and let me put it that way because every controversy was comedy to me. And I went through Facebook, and the funny part is the memes that people had were great. There's one that says, "Look, all I'm saying." Oh wait, hold on, no, let's not do that yet. So
Thank you, Chewy.
this right here is marked safe from having my feelings hurt because the Olympics held in France portrayed a French painting about Greek mythology, and I'm too uneducated to know about it. Oh yeah, no, the memes on this thing are just incredibly horrible.
Now, you guys have seen a lot of the photos, the pictures of, like, if you go to like the Notre Dame or something like that, you see all the photos that are out there,
Right.
the pictures. They do not picture in the era what they're showing skinny, mini, little, tiny people. All right,
Yeah.
they show the female, and I'm saying female here. The large boned lady, the one that can live through a Holocaust or anything else like that, the lady that can survive the Black Plague and still provide. Back in the day, it was children. That was the highest priority.
Right.
And ladies of size were the ones that were in these pictures. They were shown as the elite. Now we're totally opposite of that.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we're totally opposite, where it's the lady that's got the clavicle going on that you can see through her whole body and see the other side of the light behind her, kind of skinny. That's just scary. Now
Beauty
it's
standards are
behind the brand.
ridiculous.
yeah, they are. But that happened in France. That happened in the European era. We have totally changed that now. And I still say, hey, it's better to go slow around curves than fast in a straight line.
You're not wrong.
I mean, fair. I'm trying to get some of these images that I found of these memes that are absolutely hilarious.
Oh,
No.
did you see the one? Did you see the one about the boxer situation on that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or
that's what I'm about to.
The one that shows up with Mike Tyson in it.
Oh, I saw that one.
I laughed my head off going, hey, if you're going to fight somebody like that, then here, I got a lady for you. And it shows Mike Tyson in a hairpiece. I'm like,
Right.
Jesus.
No, that was something
Well,
else.
didn't they do that in a parody movie as well,
Yeah.
where he came out with a wig? I can't remember the movie though.
I'm trying to pull this up.
Was it one of the scary movies? I think it was one of the scary movies.
It was one of the scary movies.
Now I want to go rewatch those.
I mean, it's Ghostface of adjacent, so you
Yeah.
good.
God dang it.
Are they not loading in?
Oh, it's because I'm stupid.
Nobody else said that but you.
Let me add it. Let me add it as an overlay. I just
It's just called Operator Error Bones. It's not stupidity.
Oh,
That's right, Fluffy.
I'm sure
Squirrel.
glad you guys are. I'm sure glad you guys are here to tell me how wrong I am, you dickheads. So
we
we
will.
were in an uproar about several different things. Christians, in particular, were in an uproar about several different things. One thing, and this has been done at the Olympics for years, mind you, decades, centuries, ever since the Olympics came out, and they had the rings that come down and the people swing on them and everything. So a
Yes.
gentleman does this pose right here,
Oh my god.
Which is a standard T pose.
yeah.
which is a standard T pose, but they said that he was mocking the crucifixion.
No, his hands are not facing out. Look at it again. His toes, his feet are not crossed where his feet are across each other.
Right.
Not to mention Jesus is like this, not fully extended.
Right. So
Mhm.
basically, what they're saying is that they're mocking the crucifixion with this, which this is an actual move or pose that they have to hold for a moment. It's a test of strength. You can see the man's shoulders and arms just bulging out, his forearms and the veins and everything. The dude is straining, but he's holding that position, which is a form of they've been doing that in the Olympics for a very, very long time. Very, very long time. And
You know-
they want to sit there and say that this is mocking Christianity. And I'm like, you motherfuckers need to calm down. Like,
I tried that
big
once.
time. Basically,
called
we're
a-
going back to the 80s.
It's
Yeah.
a standard T. They do it in cheerleading too. So if a
Right.
cheerleader does that, are we mocking Jesus?
Christian.
The crucifixion?
No, because
Don't know.
they're gonna say that's that's American.
We're fucking heathens. It doesn't matter.
You know, I didn't know that Jesus wore a cheerleader outfit and had Spankies on.
Wow. Where are you, Pit Boss? You're like completely gone. Where
It's
did you
the
go?
Twinkie. He wanted the Twinkie.
Oh,
Yeah,
were you,
I,
were you-
I saw a Twinkie.
she sold you out.
so you were
quick.
eating. You
God dang it,
fat-
Rowan. I was trying to hide the
fat
Twinkie.
piece of shit.
I actually had a Twinkie nearby anyway. So anyway,
You're such a fat piece of shit.
I love you anyway.
Not the Twinkie.
Not the Twinkie. So that was one of multiple things. Now the memes that have come out of this Olympics have been great. So there was one that was done. They had a controversial situation with boxing, namely women's boxing. So two women go in, and
One
One
woman
of-
comes out.
two women go in. One of them has an XY chromosome, but is a female and has more testosterone than the other. This is the way she was born. And again, I'm not making my judgments on this. If this person is trans or people think this person is trans, that's fine. You guys can think that. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I never said a word about it. I did research on it back and forth. The Christians are just in an uproar because people in general are in an uproar because a trans woman beat up a woman. And I'm like, okay, number one,
It'll get better.
and the biggest fact of it all is the fact that that woman is from Algeria. It is illegal
Mhm.
to be transgender in Algeria.
Hmm.
Yeah.
She's representing the country of Algeria. So therefore, she could not be in the Olympics at all, much less representing that country, much less living there at all.
Mhm.
Well,
If she was a he. That's number one. Number two, it's a scientifically proven fact there are women out there that have a little bit more testosterone than other women. It happens. She's a brick fucking house, man. She's a big girl. Like what do you say about the female basketball players that are tall and big?
did you check out the rugby players?
Dude, those I
Those
swear
girls
to
are
God,
beasts.
I was calling it. I'm like, half them got to be dudes. They are just beasts out there, and I'm like, nope, they're all women.
They're like freaking
He's the one that
tanks.
just literally choked the girl.
I
and pushed her
Yeah, it
down.
just boom
I
done.
was like,
Oh my God.
I'm afraid of that.
The greatest part about the rugby was there was a part where the ball got thrown or kicked or something. One girl grabs the other girl by the shorts and pretty much German
yeah.
suplexes her up. She grabs the ball and then power bombs her back down. Like
I
it looked like
ruined that.
it looked like a reverse Last Ride.
Yeah.
Swear to God,
That was a
it
tag
grabs her
movie.
by the shorts,
Yeah.
just right up in the cooter, and gets her up there, grabs the ball, and then just like, okay, rah, and comes back down with her. I'm just going, good God.
Surprised
You know, I
wanted
wanted
boost.
I wanted to
Right.
do a video on that and have my eyes and mouth in a specific spot going, ow, 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 this hurts.
Wow.
You know where I'm talking about.
I mean, we could do it, dude. I could lift you up. Toss
good.
you.
No, I'm not wearing that thing. Hell no.
You got a veggie. It's a front wedgie.
Yeah, front veggie.
Wow.
So the memes that have come out of this stuff have been absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of these. Number one, this was probably the best one, and I laughed the hardest at this one.
Oh my god.
Streetlight tulips.
I mean, if that's not Kaepernick's sister, I don't know who the hell that is. Like, but
No,
but
the worst part is she looks buffer than he does.
I mean, they
Right.
do kind of have the same jawline.
And the funny part is, if you actually look at the picture, Colin Kaepernick has tattoos. She don't. So
Nah.
there's number one, but very hilarious. I laugh so hard at half these fucking memes. I'm only going to show you guys a couple. The other one was a semi meme of it looked like a news article, and oh, it was so wrong, but I couldn't. I'm a dark humor person, okay? So
here
if
we
you
go.
guys don't like dark humor, don't watch this show. We're all about dark
Get
humor.
ready.
So this one was great. That
Oh
shit
my
was-
god.
that was well thought out and very fucking funny as hell. I loved it. I understand the controversy behind it, but I'm gonna laugh at everybody else's ignorance of going back and forth. Now, if you have not, give yourself a moment to just scroll Facebook and just look at the memes that have been going on. There's one about Mike Tyson in a wig talking about her. That's going to be her next fight and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh my God. It's hilarious because people are so dumb to jump to conclusions nowadays. And
Oh, yeah.
social media, even though we're on social media right now, social media is so damn toxic that people will sit there and believe anything. If you have half a brain, you would understand that they would not let this person compete as a trans person. This is a higher stage than normal sports. Normal sports, anywhere from college and below, sure, you guys fight over that, but the Olympics is not going to allow that. But then
Mhm.
there was apparently a trans man that
Yeah.
competed in boxing. They allowed a trans man to compete against the men, but not a trans woman to compete against the women, apparently, is what was said. I don't know if the person was a trans man or not. I wasn't going to dig into it. I didn't really care. When it comes down to it, I didn't give a shit because it was pointless. Let's see.
Sadie came up here and just said this. Guys, I've been living with much more testosterone in my system versus estrogen my whole life. So Sadie's got more of the heavy T to the little E,
Right.
instead of big E to the little T. And Sadie, I got to tell you something. You are still gorgeous the way you are. So don't ever change that.
Well,
Listen,
and that happens
okay.
when women get older too.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens.
and Pit Boss will say that to anybody, so don't feel special.
What? Jeez.
Well, you're all unique in your own special blah blah blah.
You almost had it.
Oh.
Almost.
Almost had it. So the one thing that I will say is Logan Paul is one of those people that jump to conclusions. He put out a tweet right after the whole thing, and it said, this is what it said. This is the purest form of evil unfolding right before your eyes. A man was allowed to beat up a woman on a global stage, crushing her life's dreams while fighting for her deceased father. This delusion must end. Number one, that was super fast. So he didn't have time to reconsider, do his research or nothing. I don't know if he's taking the tweet down or not. But if you are on a global stage, if you are on any kind of form of entertainment, shut up.
I mean,
Shut
he's
up
one
until
to
the facts
judge,
come
though.
out.
He's
Do
one
what?
to judge. He's one to judge, considering he showed a dead body on his stream.
Oh yeah, in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for one, I take Logan Paul's advice or words with a grain of salt, even though the kid has, and I say kid because he's in his 20s, but even though the kid has done amazing things in his life, made millions of dollars, started businesses and everything, even through all the controversy that he's faced, and the dude is one hell of a fucking wrestler. I'm not even gonna lie. He has got skill in the ring for somebody who hasn't been doing it his whole life. I'll give him that. But for the fact that he runs his mouth on something that he has no clue about, I mean, there's no reason for that.
No.
So-
You could spend 30 minutes on Google and research something.
Right. They found
which he does a
pictures-
lot, yes.
They found pictures of her as a young girl and everything like that in Algeria and everything like that. So to sit there and say that this person is trans or this person is blah 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 whatever, you know what? They take blood tests, they take urine tests, they do all forms of testing for these athletes, and they have to meet certain criterias with testosterone, estrogen. They can't have drug use. They can only have certain vitamins and minerals in their system and everything. It's very heavily regulated. And for people to sit there and go off right off the bat is ridiculous.
All right, let's have a good one. Well, my question is, and my curiosity at this point, because I'm going to say it because we're kind of dancing around it. What kind of relationship is that? I mean, because the relationship with a female boxer that could whoop any guy's butt at this point. But seriously, could you see that, honey? I'm going to go get dinner. No, you're not.
Oh, goddamn.
So it's mine and Jackal's relationship.
Yeah. Oh my.
I was gonna say Lois when she bulked up and Peter Griffin, but okay, just throw me on the bus.
You're welcome.
Hey,
there's
Jackal,
a shot in the dark.
Jackal, I'm gonna put it to you this way, brother, because she has been around you throughout almost your entire wrestling career, right?
No, I came in at the very tail end.
Okay, you came in at the tail end. Let me ask you this, Jackal, because me and you have both done the indies. Do the indie wrestlers ever fuck with their wives? Like, seriously? The wives are usually meaner than the boys.
Oh yeah.
So we never mess with the wives. The wives would tear you a new a-hole like right off the bat. So the women, you have to be a tough ass woman to deal with a wrestler. I'm not kidding. You have to be very tough.
Fluffy said death by snoo snoo.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
hey, Nikki.
They're attracted to strong.
Hi, Nikki.
There's my Twitch crush, Nikki. Hey, girl, what you doing? You gonna come in here and talk to me now? No? Okay, good talk. So, there was this
Twisted.
There was this one right here that got me, and this had several different athletes on it. Okay, The first one says I wasn't allowed to compete because I tested positive for marijuana, and that's Sha'Carri Richardson, an athlete. Another one was Caster Semenya. I was unable to compete due to my naturally elevated testosterone levels. And then the last one is I raped a 12-year-old girl and only served 1 year of my 4-year sentence, and I am competing in the 2024 Olympics. Steve Van de Velde.
Say heck of what?
So apparently, the gentleman named Steve Van de Velde apparently raped a 12-year-old, served a year in prison, and was still able to compete in the Olympics.
But you can't compete for marijuana or elevated testosterone.
Yeah, like this is the kind of crap people put out there.
Wow.
This is the misinformation or the stupid stuff that people put out there, and it's just ridiculous. There's one with the two boxers, and it looks like the Algerian chick's patting the other one on the back, and it says, I have been watching, but apparently the Olympics added woman beating.
Well, you know, I didn't get picked into the Olympics. I had too much of a sugar level.
The dang diabetes.
Damn,
Her name is Iman Khalif.
Mhm.
And it says Iman Khalif's next opponent, Michaela Tyson, has been flown in by the U.S. team for Paris Olympics. It's got Mike Tyson as sports bra on a wig.
Oh my god.
Fluffy
There's
would have
another-
gotten, I mean,
There's another one.
Gold medal for that stuffing.
Mhm.
There's another one that has these two right here.
Oh
And it says
gosh.
Paris Olympics 2024. It's got a little bitty female and this big, like, gigantic dude that looks like the devil. It's hilarious. I mean, some of this stuff is just like crazy. I mean, it's just, and this is okay. Here's the reason why people sat there and complained that, or said that this person was trans. Female boxer yells, "This is unjust," and falls to her knees in tears as she quits fight against biological male Olympic opponent Iman Khalif after 46 seconds following two powerful punches. And I'm over here going,
Biological male? Wait a
and
minute, hold on.
this is off of the Daily Mail. This is off of a news site.
Did you look down the lady's shorts and look to see if there was a
Hoo-ha.
bat? Yeah, bat, a ball, a hoo-ha, a foo-foo? No?
A ding-a-ling, a ding-dong.
Well, I'll put it to you this way: post surgeries, you can tell. I mean, if you want to get that deep into it, get a gynecologist in there and,
Mhm.
and let him search the insides. If you're that desperate to figure out whether or not they're male or female, if they have to go through a pap smear beforehand to say, okay, this person's biologically female, there's a uterus and ovaries and all the stuff in there that needs to be female, great. You have elevated levels of testosterone. That means you could have either injected testosterone into you or you have natural elevated levels. With your blood test, it's going to tell me whether you have an XX or an XY chromosome.
Mhm.
That's the way it is. She has an XY chromosome, but she was born female. It has happened in life to many, many different women. And the Algeria just picked a tough bitch to fucking win. I mean, that's just about it.
And it worked.
Right. So good on you, Algeria, for picking the big, strong woman.
That's
Ta-da.
kind of the point of the Olympics. You send in your best.
Right. And they sent in their best, and that was it. So when it comes down to it, if you don't like what we said about that, or if you don't agree with us, that's fine. We don't have to argue. Go do your own research and prove me wrong. Email me. I'll listen to the Bones Radio Show at gmail.com. Email me and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm good with it. It's not going to hurt my feelings. You can call me whatever you want to call me and say whatever you want to say. I don't care. When it comes down to it, it's all said and done. Yeah, no, I don't care. Now, let's see if I can pull this up because
Oh my gosh, Bones. You're now going to be targeted for
Whoa, 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 whoa,
cancellation,
whoa,
just to let you know.
Okay. So there was let me see if I can
Put the Twinkies down.
I can't. There's even ho-hos here. But technically, I mean, I can feel that people are going to have issues, and yeah, your opinion is your opinion.
Well, it makes you
Fair.
wonder.
We're not going to hate. We're not going to hate you for you having your opinion. What
So-
we're going to not like
daughter's
is
not in the Olympics, right?
Mhm.
So this gentleman is in
Maybe.
the I don't know what his name is, but ladies, this one's for you. This gentleman, I don't have any sound to this. I took the sound out. He lost the pole vault because of something. Let's see if you notice.
Whoa.
Junior
my.
got in the way.
Goodness.
He lost to his growth. Apparently the gentleman wasn't wearing his tidy whities that day. And just wrangled his dangle. He's a Frenchman, by the way, ladies. So he just wrangled his dangle on the his baguette, his croissant,
his under the butt nut hut.
yeah, his croissant decided to grab the pole and pull it down. That's that.
Well,
he would have probably won gold, but instead of winning gold, he didn't win anything. But with the ladies, he definitely won platinum.
Okay, here it is. Sandy said this right now. Well, he is French, and yes, that's gotten away.
Yeah, the Le Wang.
Away.
His baguette thought it was a javelin throw instead of pole vaulting.
Rowan, I
Sorry.
love you. That was good. That was good.
That's absolutely
Oh,
His
golf clap
Eiffel
right there.
Island Tower.
right. Now I've never.
You know when you heat it up, it grows, right?
Are you done eating your Twinkies and your ho-hos? Because you're not allowed to go off camera to eat those anymore. If you're going to eat any more of those, it has to be on camera.
Especially since you didn't
Oh.
share.
What? Oh man, I need to contact
Hostess?
yeah, probably, or get some DoorDash going on. I don't want to promote that right now until they start paying us. I'm not going to say the name of the place.
Oh, I did. I you can put it in the private chat because I want to know now. I damn well want to know now.
Oh geez. Let's see here.
Probably a
Where?
strip club in Washington.
No, that's anyway.
Well, I didn't know. It always rains out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, yes, it does.
So the strip club probably be called the Soggy Waffle.
Ew.
Wingstop. Wingstop. There you go. His wings stopped the activity.
Wingstop was actually one of the sponsors for SummerSlam. So that's
Yeah, it was.
So, needless to say, the Olympics have been controversial. They have been hilarious to us because we take everything with a grain of salt and we think that shit's funny as hell. I knew because of the way that it started with Snoop Dogg. At that point, I just said, okay, screw this. It's ridiculous. If you're going to have Snoop Dogg in there, number one, it's an insult. That's my only problem with the Olympics, really. Number two, as soon as I saw that, I went, oh, God, there's going to be so much fun going on this year. The memes and the controversies that are going to come out of this are going to be absolutely beautiful.
Okay, I have to say this. Semi said this. He probably didn't get any trophies because he couldn't keep it up.
I was just going to say he vaulted with the wrong pole, but okay.
Oh, that works too. Hey, brought to you by Blue Chew. No,
that motherfucker's probably gonna be a spokesman for Blue Chew now.
you can see it. You can see it now. We even screw you out of a gold medal.
I may not have won the Olympics, but I take the Blue Chew and it helps me with the ladies.
And the extra pole vault. Push.
My baguette goes into a croissant very easily. It's very buttered down, yes. Ugh. Yeah, so I don't know what his name was. Big Wang John.
Roll with it.
Big Wang Philippe decided to impress everybody. I'm sure the hub has called him already. asking him for his athletic services.
Hi, this is Only Llamas Club. We want to know if you want to come over here. Hey, Wicked, how you doing?
Can you guys imagine him coaching after that? Do not let your wang touch the pole. They call that docking. They call that docking in the USA.
Somebody should have duct taped that sucker down.
Listen, French people, all I'm saying is wear underwear if you're going to compete, okay? I
Or
understand
actually,
less weight and aerodynamics and all that, but we're not thinking about wang dynamics right now, so just saying high and tight is a thing. Wow. Now, let's get to the thing that we want to get to.
Oh my
One
God!
thing that we all know, we all love, and we all here for, and that's why our special guest is here today, Jackal. It's about the WWE SummerSlam.
Oh God! Oh
yeah.
No,
okay, I'll put my Twinkie down for this.
As far as men beating women and all that kind of stuff, no big wings touched any top ropes, but there was a lot of people running around kicking the shit out of each other. So it was beautiful.
Hey, there was a sit-down session, though.
There was?
Yeah, especially in one battle where there was a lot of backing up going on a couple faces.
Oh yeah, a lot of people did get stink face.
Was it before the main roster show?
Oh, yeah, there's a couple of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Naya.
Oh, Naya. God, we'll get to that one because that's on here. So to open up the WWE SummerSlam, we're gonna go this match by match. We're gonna talk about it and discuss it in detail. Number one, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World Championship. Did you guys see this?
So dirty.
Well, the greatest thing that came out of it, I think, honestly, was the shoulder dislocation. How she had this like this, and then she made it look like her shoulder went out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really wasn't out. It was all a work. And oh, by the way, for those who are wrestling fans or been in the business, kayfabe's dead. So let's just be honest about it. Okay, she worked the shoulder very, very well.
Oh,
I mean, I have no problem with it. I mean, I got a lot of comments right now coming in on my side. Daddy Dom is done.
We'll get to
Ripley gets a hold of him. Mm-hmm.
We will definitely get to that part.
Maybe they'll actually bring back intergender matches with this.
That would be fabulous to watch Dominic and Rhea go at it. It would be beautiful, but they won't do it because of all the controversy BS about it. The indies do it all the time. Who is that one guy, Jackal, that literally he had like a crotch hold that somebody would grab his crotch and he would do this and like
the crotch suplex.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, the crotch suplex. So there's a guy that he did nothing but wrestle women the entire time, and he would sit there and do the Donald Trump and grab him.
Do the Donald Trump.
It was hilarious. And so the women would turn around and do the same thing to him, but they couldn't let go. So they're just sitting there holding his junk, and he's just flexing. It looks like he's got him in an arm bar.
What was his name?
I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he was absolutely hilarious. And then he would sit there and he would go back and forth like this and do a hip toss with his pecker. Jeez.
Well,
he might have been French. I don't know.
There's another commercial for Blue Chew. Hey. And ladies, if you're going to be wrestling guys and you get Donald Trump, try the new Muffin Tough pill. That's right, the Muffin Tough.
What I do?
I don't know what you did.
You just
don't
shut up, Meg.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I was like, what I do?
So Rhea and Liv went at it. It was a very, very well done match. Liv played the small person. Rhea played the big person. Liv got out of the ring, frustrated the hell out of Rhea. Absolutely loved the match. It was very well done, very heel face. The way that it was going. And then Rhea's shoulder goes out. She slams it against the announce table and pulls on it a few times and puts it back in. It went out twice during the match. The second time she did it on the turnbuckle and got it back in. But the entire time Dominic was out there with Rhea, and he was supporting Rhea the entire time until Rhea grabbed a chair.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember that?
Right.
Yeah.
So he's literally
Mhm.
telling her, no, not like this.
Right. And he just sat there and said, not like this. Don't do it. Don't win like this. And then a few minutes later, he slides the chair in. Liv does her finisher, called Oblivion, right
Hey,
onto
Joker.
the chair. 1, 2, 3. She wins. And then all of a sudden, Dominic's picking up Liv and slapping a big old kiss on her.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he
That
distracted the ref so that she could finish on that chair.
Right. Exactly. So Dominic helped Liv, picked her up, gave her a big kiss, and walked out with her. Which
Ooh.
pissed off
Priest.
Damian Priest. He was looking for Dom all night. So that was kind of a cool little storytelling segment. I saw it coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you've ever been in the business, you understand how the business runs. And me and Jackal both understand how the business runs. We were both in the business, and we knew that the swerve was coming. We just didn't know if they were going to implement it at SummerSlam or another time. But we knew that swerve was coming because they put way too much into Liv to sit there and to Liv and Rhea to sit there and just instantly give it back to Rhea right off the bat.
Yeah.
It was a beautifully done storytelling and beautifully done match.
And like I told Brian, I have a feeling because they're gonna continue this, it's gonna end at Bad Blood since they're bringing back that pay-per-view.
Right.
that guys, just remember, Bad Blood is coming back. Check it out.
Well, they do that. They're bringing that one back because of everything they set up for it in SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see. I do want to see Rhea and Dom go at it, just literally.
Listen,
Because-
we don't need to talk about your fantasies that you have. Okay.
Hey, God, if you want to talk about fantasies, I wish I was the chair that they would both finish on me. Anyway, come on, it's Liv and Rhea. Come on, wouldn't you like to be the chair?
The best we can do is Nia Jax.
Oh, right.
Oh, wow. Yeah, best we could have is Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can take the Annihilator from the top rope every day.
Why not?
Oh, God, I swear to God, anyway, we'll get to that. In a minute. So Liv defeats Rhea, retains the championship, and takes Dom with her, which prompts Priest to, bitch and whine and complain about Dom all night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And he
We-
sent
we-
all the boys out to look for Dom.
right, and we saw that one coming. Next
Actually
one,
sets up for something else later on during the show.
Hmm.
yes, and this is the thing, when Triple H took over as the chief content officer, creative officer, whatever.
The CCO.
Yeah, the CCO, the chief content officer. It is definitely the era of storytelling, and I love it
Mm-hmm.
because that is what it's all about. When you talk about sports entertainment, you have to tell a story. You have to, and they're doing so well with it. It's beautifully done.
And there's so many going on all at the same time right now.
Right, and all these were going on the entire time, and the people actually kept they kept the storylines in their head. They knew what was going on. The everybody that's I'm talking about right now is they all have a somewhat of a story that they were going through. So that was Liv, that was Rhea. I think it was very well done. I think the match was done right. It was done slow and methodical. And I think the fact that they didn't just have Rhea just walk in and destroy Liv was absolutely beautiful.
I mean, Rhea could do that.
Hmm.
I mean, let's look at the size to power ratio that we're going on here.
Right.
You're taking a Volkswagen Bug. I mean, beautiful and curved, right? Little tiny Bug. It's beautiful and curved, and you're putting it against a Mack freaking truck of a woman. Damn.
Wow. Okay. I mean,
Tell us how you really feel, Pitt.
right.
I want to be the chair. Anyway, what?
But you can be the chair in the ring. I want to be the chair that Rhea sits in to get ready.
Oh well, hey. I'll admit that. Yeah.
Listen, I'm
That's
going to put it
good.
this way: between Rhea and Liv, Liv has got a psychotic hotness to her, and
Mhm.
and Rhea has just got muscle mommy vibes. Is what it is to me, and it
Mhm.
works. It works very, very well. So, I mean,
Bones chop Pitt.
huh?
Fluffy said
Bones
chop
ch-
Pitt.
What?
Chop Pit. He doesn't want to take that.
But he
Yes,
already-
Jenny.
I've already said straight up when I meet Jackal, we're giving each other a fucking chop. So, I mean,
Oh,
there's
it's gonna be a 3-ring. We're gonna have a ring out there, and we're all
Listen,
just
if
gonna
all
get
four
into
of
it.
us are there. You do understand that I'm holding you so Jackal can chop you, and he's gonna hold you so I can chop you.
You
Then
know,
Rowan's
I
coming in
do
going-
enjoy-
We're gonna
I'm
bring
just
Rowan's
gonna
coming in
film
going,
guest out.
No, Rowan's gonna get all hyped up. She's gonna go, hold my camera, watch this. Let a woman do it. Pop. That hurts
Okay.
more.
Jackal, all I can say is aim for the nipple.
Oh, no. One of the moves in my arsenal is the Shattered Dreams. Fuck you.
I've taken that, and I'm gonna put it to you this way: the person did not aim properly.
Oh,
So when you take a Shattered Dreams, it's literally your legs are spread in the corner. If you've ever watched Gold Dust, both legs go between the top and the second rope. You're sitting in the corner, and Gold Dust would come up and he would kick the turnbuckle right in the middle, but it looked like he just waylaid your balls, 100%. This person decided when they kicked, they decided to miss the turnbuckle and kick my taint.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it felt like somebody broke my taint. Oh, it was bruised. I swear to God, it was so bruised.
did
and I
we
was
have a
so
funeral?
mad about it. It hurt to pee and poop for about 2 weeks. I'll put it
I
that way.
just felt my rear iris pucker and my testicles tighten. My taint remains unchanged.
Bullshit. My taint was changed 100%. Oh my God. This taint.
Never again.
No. I vowed never to take that move again, and I never did take that move again. He tried to do it a second time during the match. I literally grabbed his foot with my hands when he went up to kick, and he looked at me like, "Why'd you do that?" And I literally just lifted his leg up and tossed him back, got out of there, and I just punched him square in the balls.
Paybacks.
The
That,
ref was
ladies
like,
and
"What do I
gentlemen,
do?"
is what we call a receipt in the business.
Yes. Oh, it was a bloody receipt. I can tell you, he was peeing blood like the next day. But
Or if you're kinky like that, all you'd say is,
Yes, Daddy.
all right, there you go.
why did I give you control again?
Why not?
Oh yeah. Okay, so that was Rhea and Liv. Let's get to the next one. The second one was for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. Number 2.
Ooh.
Now, you got to understand, Sami and Braun went at it one time before. Sami came out on top just barely. Braun fought his way back to, I believe it was him and Ilya Dragunov on Raw. And he fought his way back, and it basically injured Dragunov to where he couldn't compete anymore, and took Dragunov's spot for the title. And him and Sami put on a fairly decent match. I wouldn't say it was the greatest. They did better in the first one than they did this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one kind of didn't feel right.
Let me ask you this, Jackal. Let me ask you this. Did it look like to you that everybody was just blown up within 5 minutes starting their match?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it looked like everybody was just blown right off the get.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that really, to me, wasn't blown up after going out, we'll talk about that later, is a certain individual that came out for about 3 minutes, and the place went stupidly crazy. So, but Braun Breaker ends up beating Sami Zayn this time for the match, or for the title. And guess who was there?
His dad. Or no, not his dad. His dad was Rick. Scott Steiner was there.
Both of them were. The Steiner brothers were both there.
Oh,
wait. You mean the gremlin-faced pit bull of a dog named One, and the biggest monster of the freaking world with enough muscles to make,
so the
Olympics freak out.
The genetic freak Scott Steiner is what they called him, was the genetic freak. And then, of course, the pit bull, which was Rick Steiner. They were both there, and Rick is his dad, correct? Yeah. So he's not building his name off of his dad's name. He could have went out there as Braun Steiner, or something like that, but instead of doing that, he went out as Braun Breaker, and he's been earning every ounce of what he's been doing.
That's a smart move,
right?
That's a smart move. Build yourself.
Right. Well, I mean, if your parents were like his dad was a mid-card guy. He really was hardly ever main event guy. So Steiner has always been associated with mid-card. Unless you're talking about Scott, who was in the main events a lot in WCW. But Steiner was literally a mid-card style name. And he went away from that and made himself a main event style name, which was Braun Breaker, which I'm very proud of him for that. But like Rhodes, Cody Rhodes his dad was a main eventer, and his name was known for that. So therefore, Cody could still use Cody Rhodes. Who else was there? I just thought of him, and it just
Ted DiBiase Jr.
Ted DiBiase Jr. He was kind of a mid card too. No, Randy Orton.
Oh
yeah,
because Bob Orton was his dad, and Bob Orton was kind of a main eventer. But Randy, I completely, when Randy debuted, I completely forgot about Bob Orton because Randy made his own name. So when you think of Orton, you're not thinking of Big Bob Orton. You're thinking of Randy Orton, unfortunately. But at the same time, there's a reason for that.
You could also include Charlotte in that one too.
Well, there you go. Yeah, Charlotte
Flair.
I mean, she technically didn't even want to wrestle.
Right. Charlotte's she's got the weirdest fucking body I've ever seen on a woman. She's stupidly athletic and built and just a brick fucking house, but I know. And then doing any kind of plastic surgeries to herself. You lost me when you started going unnatural instead of being the natural. Because I believe before she had any kind of surgeries or anything, she was absolutely beautiful. And then she got all these surgeries done, and she ain't going to age well. I'll put it that way.
Oh, no. She ain't no Barbie.
Surprisingly,
plastic.
Stephanie hasn't aged well either.
Who?
Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie?
No, I actually saw her last night.
I saw her.
She didn't look super bad at all.
She didn't look bad, but she's not aging well.
No. Well, the business takes it out of you. Plain
That's
and simple. Especially being on the creative side. But Stephanie actually, for her age, looks pretty damn good. She was very fit. You could say the same thing about Hunter. He's very fit for his age.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done very well for himself. So is Stephanie. They're both very much workout people. But to me, at a certain age, you don't need to pump iron like you're trying to fucking be The Rock or some shit. That man. So, did you guys watch any of the Braun Breaker Sami Zayn match?
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it was. I felt it was pulled back.
I did too. Compared to the first one, I thought it was mediocre compared to the first one they did.
I was surprised how it ended. Like, I really was. I thought he was going to be a little too new to be given the Intercontinental title.
Right. Well, I knew as soon as they put Braun and Sammy up there again, I knew Braun was going over. I knew he was going over. There was no question about it because you can't put a monster like Braun Breaker in a match and turn around and go, yeah, you're going to lose twice to this guy who looks like he's a hobo we pulled off the street.
True.
Do not like Sammy's gimmick. I hate Sammy's gimmick. He does so much bad for wrestling with his gimmick. The long hair and the beard and the fucking sweatpants or whatever the hell he's wearing out there. I want to see the old Sami Zayn. I want the haircut and the clean shaved face and the high energy Sami Zayn. That's the Sami Zayn I want, not the hobo Sami Zayn. I mean, it's just ridiculous.
For me, that match was the quickest and most forgettable.
Fair. That's a good way to put that.
True. Yeah.
That is a damn good way to put that. It was very unforgettable, but the next match made up for all of that. And I will say this, and
Yes.
this is what I'm putting my hands and everything else on 100%. This is my stamp. LA Knight versus Logan Paul was the best damn match of the night.
I agree.
It was pretty damn good.
It was good. It was good.
Which one do you think? Which one would you thought beat that?
She's biased.
I'm biased, so I went for main event.
Okay, well,
Okay.
For one reason.
as far as technically sound, high flying, and overall keeping the people into the match. Number one, they won the night. They were mid card, and they still won the entire night. In my opinion, was LA Knight and Logan Paul.
Hi, Pixie. Yeah, that battle was amazing, especially when you watched how many times LA Knight got out of that 3 count. And you saw Logan's face going from "I'm gonna whoop your butt" to "Holy shit, what did I do?"
Yeah.
Right. Now during the match, there was a lot of stuff that went on. They had MGK there, they had Jelly Roll there, but neither MGK kind of got into it. Logan's little boys that he carries with him everywhere. Oh, they didn't almost steal the show. For me, they stole it completely, 100%. Joker. There was one scary part. Now you guys know what part I'm talking about.
The last part.
Was that drop, the big old drop coming down for the top ropes?
The superplex from the top rope.
The superplex, yes.
So
thank you.
And Jackal knows this. When you're taking a superplex off the top rope, it's the same thing as a suplex. You want your legs straight up in the air, and you want to go up and come down. Well, Paul,
he was bald.
What?
He was balled up.
Oh, I was like, what?
You just said bald, and I was like,
yeah, I understood.
No, he was balled up. He was literally concave down. Where he landed,
he bent his leg.
Was he had some of his body on LA Knight, some of it, where LA Knight took some of the hit from that.
Well, that's
but how he was angled.
Yeah,
that
no,
looked like
it's
almost
meant,
DT'd.
It's meant to protect you as the opponent. Whenever somebody goes and hooks you for a suplex, they headlock you, front headlock, pull your arm up, lift you up, and come down. So your head's resting right here, and it protects your head and neck for the most part. So you're wanting to land on upper mid back is where you're wanting to land for the most part. It basically automatically tucks your chin, and Jackal knows what I'm talking about. When you take a bump, you want to tuck your chin in, because if not, your head snaps back and you end up giving yourself a concussion or some stupid like that.
And having the legs extended basically helps your momentum to go over.
Right.
Now, Logan didn't do that. So his momentum was, and it stops right here. Almost scorpioning himself.
Yeah, I mean, everybody said, oh my God, who was it? One of the announcers sat there and said it looked like a super brain buster. Yeah, Pat McAfee.
Oh, Pat. Yeah, Pat said it.
Oh God, did you hear Pat? Okay, let me rewind 5 seconds here. Did you hear what Pat McAfee had to say about Dirty Dom?
Which time?
I heard.
I know
heard it
which
come.
time.
Yeah,
He's a piece of, and then Michael Cole goes, just say it. He's a piece of shit.
yeah. Michael Cole. I mean, that was the funniest thing ever. Is when your announcer buddy that's been in the business for a long time, though. He's been in the business for a long time. Turns around and goes, "You can say that."
He just said, "Go ahead and say it." Well, and Michael Cole called him a son of a bitch. He's you dirty
That's-
son of a bitch. And I'm so looking forward to Netflix. I'm so looking forward to Netflix.
Oh, they can open up on that one.
Like,
It was
Can't
nice
wait.
that they didn't have to actually censor themselves because it was a pay-per-view match.
right. But I'm looking forward to Netflix for the sole and simple purpose of number one, the storytelling
Yes.
is
Gets
going to be
better.
epic. The camera, the every part of the video is going to be better, and the fact that they can pretty much go back to the Attitude Era in that sense.
Speaking of camera, how'd you
Yeah.
feel the new introduction of their ref cam?
I thought that was dumb.
I
I thought that was so dumb.
Yeah, the ref cam thing, that was a joke because it fell apart. We saw it in the match. It fell apart and he kicked it away. But
Are you
We're
talking?
not
Are
on
you,
that
wait,
match yet.
we're
No,
not
that
on that
was
match yet, but we'll talk about that.
I know-
We'll
I
talk
know
about
what
that in a minute.
yeah.
But
Well, you can't
I'm
have
gonna
you
give
can't have a
props.
camera in your ear and take bumps. I mean, fuck, come on.
But I am going to say this right off the bat. Whoever's doing production,
Right.
it was phenomenal. The camera is so clean. It was
Right.
literally,
It was
you felt like
cinematic.
you were, it was so cinematic. It was just scary perfect.
Right. But and Jackal knows this. And this is a question for you, Jackal.
Hey, Laura.
Why would the ref cam be a problem in that ring?
Well, it's easy. I mean, there's a number of things. When the ref fucking has to count, his hand has to go up here. He can easily knock it off, get tangled in it.
Right.
The ref
but
has to slide in.
let me ask you it this way: what's the biggest disadvantage for the wrestlers having a camera that close?
They can't talk to each other.
Exactly. We can't call spots, and that's the thing. Everybody knows wrestling is a work. We get it, but you can't call spots quietly if a camera's right in your face.
You can't even check on your opponent. It'll be like, hey, that dive out looks sick. Are you all right?
Yeah, you can't go. You okay, brother? Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool. You know, you can't do that. I think it's the dumbest thing they've ever introduced. Now, don't get me wrong; it's very innovative, and it's new, and it has its glitches, and there's a lot of things that need to be worked on it. But damn it, we don't need to be that close to the fucking action.
What's going to be next? WWE Smell-O-Vision?
No, crotch cam.
Crotch cam.
We're
It
gonna have
depends on the
stink,
crotch.
the stink face cam.
There you
The company I work
Oh,
for
it
had
kind of
this
looks like
tag
this, guys.
team.
If you went.
Do what, Jack?
The company I used to wrestle for had this tag team duo, and they had a move called the Crotch Five.
What?
So they would hip toss, do whatever to get the guy down, sit him up, run the ropes, come back, and then with their crotches slam into the guy's head. And they called it the Crotch Five.
They should have called it something different. They should have called it what my buddy Slash called it. So my buddy Slash would body slam you. He'd grab your legs and he'd spread them and he'd go head-to-head competition, baby. And then he'd turn and do like a spinning headbutt to your crotch. It was friggin' hilarious. They should have called it head-to-head competition. Because that would have been way more understanding at that. Or just call it docking at that point.
Okay. It's Blitz.
Or they-
The hot dog slam.
The hot dog slam. They could have ran in and both gave each other a high 10 and called it the Eiffel Tower.
What?
I mean,
Wait, did they?
Try a glizzy today.
Jesus.
But I'd love to see what it would look like.
wait,
as-
glizzy bang bang.
There you go. Wait a minute. Wasn't that in the cartoon? Oh yeah. Family
Right.
Guy.
So LA Knight and Logan Paul put on a hell of a show. Hell of a show.
Cam smack.
The jumping up on the top ropes, Paul was absolutely amazing. As much as people hate him, as much as they despise him as a person and his attitude and everything, he is a phenomenal natural wrestler. He has natural wrestling skills.
The aerials were good on that one.
Very much so. The man does what he does. He does it
No comment.
very
That
well.
moonsault
And
was all tiptoe. If you were to see
no, dude, he scared me on a few of those. They picked him up. Oh, wow. But yeah, no, I think that was the match of the night. I'm glad LA Knight went over. Finally, WWE's finally given him a belt. And unfortunately, it's the
Yeah.
United States title, the least important of them all. But they're going to see how well he can ride with that and make it relevant. Because Paul made it relevant to a point. But the only reason Paul made it relevant to a point is because the bad guy had the belt.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
When the bad guy has the belt, it's easy to make it relevant because everybody wants you to lose it. When the good guy has the belt, it's hard to make it relevant because everybody wants you to
Keep it.
you have to keep them entertained and give them a reason why you have that fucking belt. Period. And it's not to snap into a Slim Jim.
No, that's a whole different thing. Oh my god, when I saw that commercial, I was like, holy cow.
He
and
immediately
Bianca.
texted me.
Oh yeah, I was like, when did LA Knight get into the Slim Jim thing? What the hell?
He's been in it for a long time, man. He's been
I
driving
never
a Slim
knew.
Jim car everywhere.
No, my thing is that yes, Logan Paul. Okay, yes, his brother's having issues right now because of what Tyson was doing and stuff like that, and that charade that's going on.
What?
A lot of people. Well, didn't you know about the brother of the Tyson situation that they?
Tyson got sick and they didn't fight.
Or
Or
no,
some
not
shit,
really.
or hurt himself during training or something.
He hurt himself.
No, he hurt himself. But
Yeah.
the biggest one is the referees that the Logan family brother paid for. Yeah, and then Tyson had a heart attack. Is what it was pointed out. This minor heart attack, I think.
I'm gonna put it to you this way: Jake Paul is the biggest piece of crap when it comes to boxing because he's a joke. He wants to sit there and say, "I've knocked these people out and I fought these people." You're fighting non-professional people for entertainment value, not for sports value. You, sir, will never have a belt around your waist. Now, given the fact that Paul can actually box a little bit, I would love to see him get on the amateur circuit, and I would love to see him actually fight somebody that will knock him the fuck out. But they want us. They're playing this. I hate it, and I can give it the props that it deserves. They are playing the crowd so goddamn well when it comes down to sitting there going, okay, I'm gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson of all people. I'm gonna fight one of the greatest boxers out there, one of the most hard-hitting boxers out there. But he's in his 60s now, so I'm in my 20s or whatever. He's in his 60s, and I'm gonna fight him. It's like, we know where the entertainment value is. The same thing as Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. It was a joke of a fight, but it got so much hype about it that they made a buttload of money. And that's the thing. They took a page out of Mayweather's
Great White
book
Hope.
and Conor McGregor's book by hyping up the match so freaking big that the paydays were there. I'll give him
Yeah.
credit on that. They made the paydays. I can't be mad at that. But I can be upset at the fact that he has not fought anyone relevant, nor will he fight anyone relevant, no matter how many people call him out. He'll fight UFC fighters, old ex-boxers, or celebrities, but he will not fight an actual boxer.
Okay, I want him to fight Ronda Rousey.
He probably would because it'd be a payday for him.
Huh.
And he'd probably lose because it'd be a payday for him.
Jake
Yeah,
Paul is literally a gimmick boxer.
Thank you. That's what I was
hey,
looking
there it is.
He is. He damn well is a gimmick boxer. But LA Knight defeats Logan Paul, wins the United States Championship. Absolutely fabulous match. Very well done. The storytelling in that match was not bad at all. LA Knight went to Logan Paul's house. He stole his car. He did this, did that. So it was a good match, and I think they're going to end up having another one. And I would love to see them go at it again because it was very, very well done. Yeah. So moving on from that, we have Nia Jax versus Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship, which I thought was very, very mediocre. Very mediocre at best.
There were some good spots, though. There were some very good spots.
Very good spots, yes. Very, very good spots, but mediocre at best. I did love the swerve. I did love the swerve at the end, where Tiffy comes out and like she's going to cash in.
I literally I told Rowan
you did
right.
Yeah, Jackal called it. I was like sitting here going, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Where she pops in during the match, like at middle of the match, maybe that it would probably pop up like that. But Jackal called it instantly when he's like, "Oh no, this is going to happen at the end where something's going to happen, and she's going to come out, and there's going to be a lot of noise." And I'm like, "No way, no!" And then when it happened, I'm like, "God dang it, Jackal, what the hell?"
Ro, I got a question for you, honey.
Yes.
Do you and Jackal have Peacock?
Yes.
Yeah.
We gonna talk after this.
Yes, sir.
Because I don't know, how good is your computer?
It's fairly decent.
Okay, well, I mean, you can share your screen on here, so that's probably what we might end up doing next time. We can't show it on Twitch, we can't show it on YouTube, but we can show it on TikTok.
We can.
No.
So
as long as we cover logos and we're not doing the advertisement part of it.
Right.
As long as we mute commercials and stuff like that, we can.
Yeah, we could do our own stuff on there, like welcome to the show.
I would love for all four of us to get on there one day and just watch a pay-per-view and commentate in between on commercials and all that kind of stuff and do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Osa, how you doing?
Okay. So
there's always Discord too. Blitz threw it out there.
True, there is.
I mean, we could do a 4HP watch party.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I follow at least 3 or 4 people that stream these all the time.
Yeah, we do too.
So
yeah.
So Nia Jax ends up defeating Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship. Nia Jax is your new WWE Women's Champion, and I will say this about fuck that bitch. I will say this much about Nia Jax. She has hurt more people in the ring with her clumsy nature and her reckless attitude and the way that she does stuff. That move that she has, the Annihilator, where she sits on somebody, the way she does, I feel so bad for those women because all these smaller women have to not only get crushed by this big woman, but also have to smell what she's cooking as well. So
isn't that a Yokozuna
me and Jackal
move?
Me and Jackal know there are smells in the ring that you don't want to fuck with at all.
Brings a whole new meaning to sitting on my face.
Way back, I think it was like 4 or 5
that was
years
It's Blitz.
ago.
It's Blitz said that.
I think she actually bruised Alexa's ribcage by sitting on her.
Yeah, she did.
Well, because she's supposed to hold on to the ropes when she does the move.
Yeah,
but she's let go in that match. If you watched it, I think it was like the second time she did it. She actually let go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bayley
and then she crossed her arms and.
Yeah.
That
3 fucking annihilators. That woman's ribs are probably fractured.
Mm-hmm.
No, isn't that an original move from like Yokozuna?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yokozuna was the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
What did he call that? I can't remember.
Bonsai drop.
Yeah, the bonsai drop. So Yokozuna did that originally, and no, sorry, I wouldn't take it at all, ever.
Mm-hmm.
I would tell Vince to kiss my ass. I'm not taking that fucking move. Not from that big son bitch, ever. Not going to do it. He would literally have to fucking hold on to the ropes the entire time, even when he's sitting on me, because you're looking at about a 400-pound man.
I've taken that move, but the guy who gave it to me, he did it safely. He held on to the ropes, even during the pain.
Well,
He actually
if
he
you notice,
landed his
Bailey.
feet first.
Well, we have something in the business. It's kind of called the clinch in that sense. When somebody's jumping off the top rope, or when somebody's doing a move like the Annihilator, you literally bring your arms in and you flex everything.
It's all just
Just as hard as you can to prevent them from breaking your ribs or your sternum or anything like that. And I saw Bailey do it right, and she flexed hard and took it hard. I will also say Bailey is not aging well.
No, she's showing her age.
Very much.
She's
so.
showing her age. I think she's done. I think after this
that
match.
ass though.
No, well, that's a different story. That is a different
the
story.
day that Bailey wore those fucking white pants and had all the slits on the side. Like,
Yeah.
she couldn't wear those anymore because they were like, "You're showing too much." I'm going, "No, she's not
No.
showing
No,
enough.
no,
You need
she's
to-
good.
I'm
you
good
need to
with
calm
that.
the fuck down because half these women got half their ass out now."
She did really good at WrestleMania, and then
Yes.
coming over to here to SummerSlam, it was like a whole change.
Yeah, it was a night and day thing.
I will say this. I'll give her props. I'm pretty sure she's gonna take this week off for that power bomb.
Dude,
Right.
That was
she
insane.
bounced.
She
She
did.
bounced.
I mean,
There
that
was
was
like
all-
again, yeah, there were some hard hitting moments in that match that were good, but the match overall to me was kind of lackluster in the build up for it.
It was filler.
Very much so. Very much so. Perfectly put. It was filler between that because two people had to get ready for the next one.
Hmm.
Yeah, they did.
CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre.
Okay, we definitely got to talk about this, but I do have one thing to say about the last match, just really quickly. Anybody think that Nia Jax is going to have a bigger head now because now she's got the royalty and a match belt?
Well,
And she's got Tiffy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll put it to you this way. The only way that Nia ever can really run is with another person.
Hmm.
Number
She
one,
did it with Alexis.
right. She's done it with a lot of different women. And number two, she's probably a sweetheart in real life, but I don't think she's really safe in the ring at all.
Well, like I told Rowan last night too. Before wrestling, Nia used to be a model. She was a plus size model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
She did-
Cheeseburger Magazine.
No, it's Flapjack 2000. Wait a minute. How did I know that?
Come get your double quarter pounder weekly.
Oh yeah, definitely Fluffy. Definitely. It'll happen. It just doesn't it's not gonna happen yet.
Mm.
Because Tiffy still has a lot to do beforehand.
I'm gonna put it this way: she's gonna hold on to that for a while because she's gonna hold on to the briefcase for a while because she's gonna wait until Nia faces somebody that can actually whoop down on her hard.
Riley.
It's the exact same thing that Alexa Bliss did. She waited till Nia was beat the hell down,
Yeah.
tired, wore out, and then she made her move. That's the same thing Tiffy's going to do. It's basically the same thing that Nia has been doing forever and a day. Is the fact that you sit there and you wait until Nia has a run. You wait till the right person comes through and beats the shit out of her, like Rhea Ripley, and then you turn around and the Money in the Bank person comes out and takes their opportunity, and then it's the same thing over and over again with Nia. They really can't do much with her because the woman can go in there and compete with the guys, but the women are all smaller than her. And I will give Nia this: she has lost weight. I will give her that. She has done a lot of work and lost a lot of weight. She's absolutely fabulous when it comes to that. She is a beautiful woman, but I just don't trust her in the ring.
Well, and she's a one-trick pony. You can't be a one-trick pony in this world.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, especially in the WWE, you got to have an arsenal ready
She's-
to go.
She's basically, if I had to put it in the way that I would put it, she is a Vince era wrestler. Vince loved big wrestlers, real big wrestlers, whether they were huge, muscular, or fat, or whatever. He
Andre.
loved that. Yeah. Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, Ultimate
The Giant
Warrior, all
Gonzalez.
these, right? All these larger than life guys. What was that one dude that he always walked out in the Yeti suit?
Wasn't that Andre Gonzalez?
It's probably on.
The Giant Gonzalez. Not
Yeah,
Andre.
Giant Gonzalez. He came out in the Yeti suit, and then you had the Great Khali. You had all
The
this
Big
all
Show.
the Big Show. They were all Vince era wrestlers. He loved larger than life characters. And now it's all about the storytelling, and anybody can be a wrestler now. And that was proved with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, held Roman Reigns.
Mhm.
Roman Reigns was a terrible wrestler whenever he started, but he has gained so much ground and made a name for himself so well. And you gotta either love to hate him or just love to love him. But the man is damn good at what he does.
True.
But let's talk about Drew McIntyre and CM Punk with the special guest referee of Seth Rollins, which was very, very well done. Now, if you guys paid attention and you knew anything about wrestling and history of wrestling, this was a remake of the 1997 SummerSlam match between Bret Hart and The Undertaker, with Shawn Michaels as the special guest referee.
What was the item?
What do you mean?
Because this one, the item was the bracelet. The
Yes.
bracelet. What was
There
what
was-
was the
there was
item
no-
in the other one?
There was no item.
It's just the animosity of it.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just yeah. So basically, it was Undertaker and Bret Hart. And if you notice, CM Punk had pink and black on, like Bret Hart, and and Drew had the big long black coat like the Undertaker. So they did a really good job, I think.
Yeah.
It was a very well invested match by the entire crowd.
I mean, I got to tell you, it was definitely morbid at the end. I'm going to jump to the end really quickly because to me, that bracelet, and when somebody put it back on his wrist and just starts sniffing it,
He didn't sniff it; he kissed it.
well, he did something to it. That's
He
just
didn't-
morbid.
he
as all
didn't
get
Joe
out.
Biden the bracelet. Okay, calm down. Jiminy Christmas. Sounds like your dog. Oh yeah. Snap it to your wife, brother. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but you know, I mean, the
I
way his face was with that. That's
right. No,
just-
I love the build up to it. You have three men that absolutely hate each other. You have three men and two of them both hate one with a hard passion
Mhm.
because of who he is. Now, Phil Brooks, aka CM Punk, has been a very controversial wrestler and a very controversial person in the wrestling industry, and that goes from his time in WWE to AEW back to WWE. He has made so many waves that I'm surprised he got back in the business. But to be back in the business and wrestling people that actually hated you at the time, you it takes balls to do that.
Yeah.
Because these people can
Yeah.
injure you at any point and hurt you at any point. I'm pretty sure his tricep injury was and poor Punk, his body is not made for wrestling. I'm sorry. He's been injured more times than I can fucking count. And the man has come back from every injury. Kudos to him. But after the tricep injury, he should have just been done. 100%. The man looked blown up from the first 2 minutes of the match.
True.
But somehow he keeps going. Did you notice that, Jackal?
Yeah.
He looked like he was blown to hell, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
Well, I
he's
mean, it was
like,
his first match back.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
at the
true.
same time, me and you both know, even if it's your first match back, yes, the adrenaline gets to you and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes down to it, if you are smart enough to, and these guys have time between these shows, they have a lot of time between these shows. They can choreograph these matches so fucking well, so well. But there's so many damn cameras there that you can't have a private moment to work a match out with somebody.
Mhm.
A professional wrestler can go out there with another professional wrestler and do the match just fine without having to do any kind of thing. I loved to choreograph my high spots and my and I loved to. I always told everybody, if you don't want to lose the interest of the audience, do 3 high spots, just 3. That's all you need throughout the whole match. Make sure that you know what those high spots are. Make sure you know your opponent's moves, and it'll be a seamless, beautiful match. And it always was. And then I watch wrestling and I watch the botches and I watch the little things that I'm just thinking, you guys could have just spent 5 minutes the day before and walked through the match, but they can't because there's cameras on them all the time. I would fucking hate that job because there's no privacy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want my moment to like get into my character and get ready, but then you got all these people coming at you left and right, and I'm just going, God, I'm glad I never, really pushed hard to be a professional wrestler, because it was one of those things that now, like back then, they had private time. You could go into a locker room and do all that kind of stuff, and they had private time. Now there's cameras all over the place. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody's got a camera. You can't talk to your opponent. You can't do this. Can't do that. You can talk to him beforehand, but that means you're gonna have to FaceTime him and call him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, the what I heard from that match, and I watched it, what triggered into my mind.
No, Nikki, that's me and you, honey.
Well, that's a different story, Nikki. Yeah. But what got to my mind is when CM Punk
I want you to do the annihilator on me.
He looked over after knocking down who, and comes up saying, it was never, it's not always about me, but it was never about you.
Yeah.
That triggered me big time. I was like, oh my fucking wow.
Oh no, they brought a very high realism into the Drew McIntyre CM Punk. They brought a very high realism into it, and it was very beautifully done. I think the fact that I love the fact that at one point 60 is my age limit. Sorry. Oh, fuck you.
Oh.
Ooh, I was sorry to point this out, but I have to show it off now. There you go.
God damn, man.
How's that Twitch crush now?
Hurts my fucking everything. That was ow.
How's that tape doing for you?
I have feelings too, damn it.
You do?
Just kidding.
Wait a minute, what?
I know I got gray in my beard, but kiss my ass.
That might be gray too, but you never know.
Oh
Well,
my God.
Listen. When you start getting gray hairs downstairs, you'll understand your age. Okay, you know that, Pit Boss.
Yeah, what?
A low blow. That was definitely a kick to the nuts. But you know what? I can take it. It's fine. I do love the fact that the bracelet came off of Drew, went on to Seth, and it became a moment, and that was the perfect moment in the match where Seth and CM Punk were arguing over the bracelet, and all Seth had to really look at him and say is, look, I'm holding on to this until the winner of the match, and I'm going to give it to the winner, but instead they sat there and argued, and then he turned around and goes back over to Drew after he hits Seth and gets low blowed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I swear to God, everybody thought, and this is kudos to CM Punk, because CM Punk could have argued of, hey, this is my first match back, I should win. He could legitimately argue that, but he put Drew over. That right there, that shows me that he's changed his personal nature.
Or my theory, and I even told Rogan last night too, this is going to end with somebody hitting somebody and all three of them in a triple threat at Bad Blood.
Oh, it will be. That'll be the ending of it.
That'll be a slugfest unto itself.
Don't
bring the camera back in.
No.
Yeah, no, and that's what he was talking about, the camera falling off. You can't have that camera on. But the thing is, I think the reason why it came off was because Seth knew that he's going to be taking bumps. So he ripped the camera off.
And he took a good one.
Yeah, and I didn't really see much of the ref cam.
No.
Not on that one.
No, well, I mean, hardly at all. They sat there and talked about
one or two during the Liv and Rhea match.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah, I think what it was the Liv Rhea match was the maybe this will work kind of thing, and then they realized how shitty it was, and they said never mind. I don't think
production.
Because they had it, I think, for the main event, but I don't remember them using any.
They never did.
No, they never did. Production. Here's a hint for you: don't use that ever. Keep with your standard cameras that you're using right now, because the way you're zooming in on people, zooming on the announcer, zooming on the next person, zooming back with the whole facade.
Right.
Perfect production value right there.
So
Which reminds me, yeah. Because, I mean, their close-up cameras are good enough. There was a moment where Drew literally hit the pole, and the cameraman's right there.
right.
And you can see exactly where he hit and where
Right,
the loud
and-
sound came from.
Right, and that's the thing they've got to watch. I understand that everybody knows that wrestling is work again and everything like that, or is now. But when it comes down to it, it's all said and done. They need to pull back from all the close shots and stuff because there's not a lot of people that can actually sit there and there's a lot of people that can sit there and see and hear what's going on. And it just needs to be backed up a little bit because back in the day, it was so nice to not know what the fuck was going on and to be ignorant of it all and be a mark and just sit there and go, oh, this is so cool.
I know there's
'cause-
something that Rowan would prefer never to see again. Oh, the snot and
Oh
drool.
God!
Oh, yeah. That.
Oh,
Like
no.
other people are gonna wrestle there. Stop blowing your snot all over the place.
Yeah,
So-
Naya, stop spitting.
We got to move this forward just a little bit because we're almost out of time.
Yep.
So Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, very well told story. It's going to continue. I love the fact that Drew walked out with a bracelet again. So we know that it's going to continue and it's going to keep going. And this time, I think Seth is going to get involved again, or totally. So let's move forward to Gunther and Damian Priest.
Slobber knock of a fight.
Very, very good match.
Mm-hmm.
Priest didn't botch it up this time. Priest, to me, I like the guy and I like his character, but he wrestles like a very clumsy big guy at times. And his last couple matches was clumsy big guy stuff, like the time where he got his ankle hooked in the top rope and stuff like that. I don't think that was a work at all. I firmly believe that was a fuck up, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And he's lucky he didn't get injured.
Mhm.
But Gunther versus Damian Priest was actually good. Gunther getting chopped so much he was bleeding from his chest.
Did you hear those cracks?
absolutely-
Did you hear those
Yeah.
cracks? Oh my God! Even my chest was hurting. And I wasn't even there.
They were, you know what? Very, very beautiful chops. Very, very beautiful. Very well done.
Oh, yeah.
The match ended with Gunther winning the World Heavyweight Championship due to interference by who?
Finn Balor.
Finn
By
Balor.
Finn Balor, of all people. So
that was
we
a
had-
slight fuck up, though.
How was that a slight fuck up?
There was actually
There was. Damien had to roll Gunther to the rope
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No.
so that Finn could get the leg.
But did you notice something though? It really wasn't a fuck up. The thing was, Gunther took the South of Heaven chokeslam and rolled to his left side.
Oh, I didn't notice that part.
Yeah, if you notice, he takes the move and he rolls this way, so Gunther has to push him over to get him to pin him. And he was right by the ropes, and I thought, okay, this is going to be that moment where Gunther shows his tenacity and puts his foot on the rope, and then all of a sudden you see instead of Finn just grabbing his leg and putting it up there, he had to slide his little ass in there, grab the leg, put it on the rope, and slide back out like in a split second. But it was very well done. So it went from Liv Morgan and Rhea and Dominic betraying Rhea, to Finn Balor betraying Damian Priest. And so now you're going to have this, there's the story of the Judgment Day and who's going to be where and what and everything like that. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be Finn, JD, Carlito, and Dominic with Liv as the Judgment Day, and you're going to have Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley either to as their own little friendship or whatever. But I think they're going to finish that at Bad Blood as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be interesting to see. I think Damian Priest will want his rematch with Gunther, which will be another banger of a match. I think it'll be great to watch that, but I'm super excited for the reign of Gunther with the World Heavyweight Championship because he did so good with the Intercontinental title. I'm waiting to see how he's going to do with the World Heavyweight Championship. I think it'll be amazing. I think he'll hold it for a very, very long time The man's a phenomenal worker. Phenomenal. Compared to being Walter back in the day to Gunther now, the size difference that he was back then to now, the man still can work. I think he needs to bulk up a little bit, but not a lot. He was just a big boy that went to a little boy, and he's still just a monster when it comes down to it, and his chops are still on point. I don't want to take his chops. Fuck that.
No.
Actually,
no.
got Priest on the nipple a few times if you watch.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. The priest gave him the receipts. Trust me, the man was bleeding
He
from his
needed a
chest.
safety locker. He needed a safety locker.
Something.
So that was a really good match. I'm looking forward to either the rematch or I think they're not going to rematch Gunther and Damian Priest. I think what it's going to end up being is Damian Priest is going to be so focused on Finn that the rematch won't happen. Or if
So
it does happen,
you think Gunther's gonna float a little bit? For a
I
little
think
while.
I think he might float for a little while. But if it does happen where Damian Priest and Gunther go at it again, there'll be interference by Finn and all them on the second one as well, and he'll lose again, which will take it to Bad Blood, and they'll finish it there. So that leads us to the final match of the night, and we got about 9 minutes to talk about this one. And this one was the biggest one of them all. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the WWE Undisputed Championship in a Bloodline match rules, or Bloodline rules match. Which I don't know why they did that again. It was just it's just been so overplayed.
It's just to qualify the interference. That's all it was.
Yeah,
Well,
it was to qualify interference and to bring out somebody who hasn't been in a hot minute since WrestleMania.
Right.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna point out the dog in the room.
Barf?
The one that had his leg kind of howling in the corner because he
Oh, that
boo-fooed
was
his
bad.
leg. Yeah.
That was bad.
We'll definitely get to that. So they could have just done a no DQ match, but they had to call it a Bloodlines rules match, whatever. And it's just a no DQ match is all it is. You had both of the Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa came in. They did their thing. Then Orton and brain fart. Kevin Owens. They came in, and then it ended up having Jacob Fatu come in, the werewolf, the wild man, who got a little bit too wild last night.
Yeah.
A little.
He's feeling it today.
Yes. I don't know the extent of his injury. We'll update everybody on that if we find out about it. But I know that he hurt his leg. I don't know if he broke his shin, broke his ankle, sprained it, bruised it, but you could tell the man was hurting. I'm pretty sure he had more to do, but he just couldn't do it. And for the fact that he physically tried to stand and could not do it, and then still finished out the whole thing, yeah, I think that was amazing on Jacob's part. I hope he's doing okay. The man is a monster and just amazing in the ring. So I'm hoping Jacob will be. I'm hoping he's all right. I'm pretty sure he's going to be done jumping outside the ring onto the fucking table. That announce table from the top rope is the most dangerous thing they can do.
I mean, I've seen some of his matches in the indie world.
And he was bigger. He was bigger in the indie world.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he was a lot bigger.
He had that big lower body, big Samoan lower body, big butt, big legs style, and the motherfucker's still jumping around like a luchador.
Yeah, he's flying.
He's a largeador.
But I watched it when he was behind the announcer's desk there, where he was trying to get back up again after doing that jump. Where
Right.
he just put the leg down, and I've busted my leg up pretty good, so I know what it feels. When you put your leg down like that. That you try to put the weight on there, and you instantly drop. You are hurt.
Jackal, have you ever had a leg injury while you were doing wrestling at all?
My knee. I actually injured my knee. To this day, it's still injured, but I tough it out.
Which knee?
Left.
Right. Mine's my right. I tore my meniscus in my right knee by I was on the second rope, came down for a dropping stomp onto somebody, and I had my leg straight and it just jammed both of my bones into my meniscus and ended up tearing it, giving me a bucket handle tear that I fucked with for 5 years before I got it fixed. So in the middle of the match, my meniscus would pop out underneath my kneecap and I would have to put it back in. I wore 2 knee braces and some tape just to keep that thing so compacted that I could wrestle. I was that dumb.
Know what happened to mine? Like, I know how I injured it. I don't know what the physical extent of the injury was.
Right.
I went for something similar. It was the mushroom stomp off a chair.
Yep.
And all I heard was my left knee go. I tried standing. I'm like, nope.
You better have a pair of legs. No, because my left knee's fucked. Yes.
There are pictures surfacing right now where Jacob is taking pictures with fans, and he is in a walking boot.
Shit.
God dang it.
That means he screwed his ankle up so he'll be out for a while.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for a while.
So Jacob, hopefully you get better if you ever see this, which I know you won't because you're going everywhere. But if you do see this, Jacob Fatu, we hope that you are gonna be okay. You're a phenomenal wrestler. You're a crazy motherfucker. And I hope that you get better and you stay safe the next time you decide to do some stupid shit and end up injuring yourself.
Yeah, don't chase after me for anything that I've said, you wild man. Okay, you'd scare the hell out of me.
It's fine.
I would pee myself as I'm running, doing light speed. If you're chasing me, I'm telling you that right now.
So basically, it's just you me peeing in the wind.
You got it.
Okay. So Cody Rhodes ends up defeating Solo Sikoa for the WWE Championship.
And how
after
did that
all
happen?
of this happened because of one man.
One assist.
The return of the man himself, the one and only, the tribal chief.
The head of the table.
Roman Reigns, the head of the table. I will give that man his props. I hated the Bloodline story for the longest time because they drug it on. But the thing was, it was a good story.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't be mad at that. But I could be upset the fact that he got all the TV time, he got all this stuff, he got all that, and he was the face of WWE. He went from being a working champion to a Brock Lesnar champion. And me personally, I'm over the whole I'm going to wrestle only at pay-per-views crap. I get it. They're your champions and you don't want them to get injured. But at the same time, I love a working champion. Seth Rollins was the prime example of that. He was the workhorse champion and he always will be. The man wrestled day in and day out, never fucking stopped and did his job. Logan Paul did the Brock Lesnar thing. Roman Reigns did the Brock Lesnar thing. Hell, even Gunther, when he was the Intercontinental Champion, was a workhorse champion as well. So props to those guys for being the workhorse champions.
Well, Seth had always said if he had a title belt, he would still work.
Right.
Continuously.
Well, you look at WrestleMania. He got injured Saturday, still defended the belt Sunday. I mean, he lost it, but even injured, he still wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No, I don't think Cody and Roman are gonna wrestle again. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No,
they will.
Oh,
they
no,
will.
they will.
They will.
But I'm thinking that Cody may lose the title beforehand.
No, he won't. He'll lose it to Roman. You can't sit there and have Cody lose the title to anybody but Roman right now. At this point, in my opinion, you cannot have anybody else lose.
It's
There's nobody that can. Right. And nobody else can lose it but Roman. And I think Cody versus Roman Part 3 is going to be a banger of a match. I think it's going to be really, really well done. And I think Roman's going to end up going over and winning the match because he is such a wanted figure in WWE. They chant his name all the time. We want Roman every time. And when he came back last night, it was the biggest pop of the night.
Oh,
that was loud. That was
loud.
This is going to be settled after the Civil War Bloodline feud.
Yes, the Bloodline Civil War is going to happen first. And I believe, in my heart of hearts, I believe that they're going to have Jacob and Solo and the two other guys.
Tongaloa and
Tama Tonga, and Tongaloa are going to be all on one side, and I believe it's going to be Roman Reigns. I doubt they're going to involve the Usos again. So what I'm thinking is it's going to end up being Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, fuck.
Well, I think
Kevin
Jay.
Owens and Randy Orton.
Yeah, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. I think that's going to end up being the match.
I think Jay is going to go up against some of the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Well, the one thing that I love about Jay is he's got the crowd is so over for him, and they love him to death. But Roman, I'm so waiting for tomorrow night or Thursday or Friday, one or the other. But
Tomorrow night, though, will be interesting.
Very much so.
Get the Wyatt 6 in a match.
Very much so. Yes. I'm waiting for. I'm ready for the Wyatt 6 to be used properly.
Yeah.
Just having them come out and fuck with Chad Gable is meh, whatever. I get it. Chad Gable, the Creed brothers, but that is just a mid card kind of bullshit. They need to be in main event style wrestling, and their gimmick is stupidly hot right now. And I hate the fact that I know why WWE does what it does. They make you hold off because they want to see if you can hold on to that hype. That's why they're doing what they're doing with LA Knight. They're seeing if LA Knight can hold on to the hype that he has, and he has held on to that hype, and he won his first title for it. Proud of the man. I'm so glad they gave him a title. I'm waiting for him to win the big title. That's what he deserves, in my opinion. But what they're going to end up doing with the Wyatt 6 is they're basically paying tribute to Bray the entire time that they're doing this. And I'm hoping that it leads to I'm hoping it leads to Bo actually winning the title and making it relevant for the Wyatt 6. But I don't know if they're going to or not. I have no idea when it comes down to it.
Who's the broken doll again?
That would be Sister Abigail, I believe.
Yeah.
And that is Nikki Cross.
Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking that it may reach on the women's side of things because I've watched a lot of the women's stuff. There's a lot of women that are coming up in the wrestling community right now.
Right.
NXT. Women's era right now is going to happen. It's going to be huge. They got a lot of talent coming.
Right. What's the chick's name that does like the backflip RKO?
That is
the surfer looking chick. She always comes out there and she does that like off the second rope, flips back and does like the RKO off the second rope or whatever. Can't remember her name. But anyway,
I'm trying to.
Yeah, drawing a blank too.
It's a blank right now.
She's phenomenal at what she does.
Nikki Cross.
No, it's not Nikki Cross.
Nikki
Cross. Nikki Cross plays Abigail. She plays the. But
I think she's gonna be a big part.
My personal opinion with those guys is they missed out not bringing Alexa Bliss back. I really do feel like they missed out on that. They should have brought Nikki does a great demented style, but I think the sixth person besides Bray and the Lantern should have been Alexa Bliss and her and that gimmick that she did was beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So
I'm missing the horror factor to WWE. Like we had Kane, we had Undertaker, we had Bray, and then it just stopped after Bray.
Yes, and now the Wyatt Six are there, so that's I love the music they have. Just that one fucking piano key getting hit over and over again. Yes, it's so creepy, but it's beautifully done. Beautifully done. And Bo
absolutely nuts.
Right, and Bo being Uncle Howdy. I think that was the best decision they made. It's a very big tribute to Bray to have his brother back in WWE and doing what he's doing. I'm very, very proud of Bo for sucking it up and doing what he's doing. The tapes, the VHS tapes, the cinematography of the whole thing is absolutely amazing. And I hope they continue that. And I hope whenever they get on Netflix that they give the Wyatt Six a little bit more than what they've given them already. I
think it's going to be a lot darker. I think it's going to be a lot darker.
The cinematography should be a lot better on it. So, Sol Roca, what? Or
I
WWE's
think
going to
that's
make
the
a
one who does
mid-card
the most.
title for the women's division. Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
nice. Well, they've already made the tag titles. I don't see why they don't have a mid-card title for the women. You've got 2 of the champions titles and then just that one set of tag titles, which to me, the tag titles were kind of but the women's intercontinental championship would be amazing, or the women's middleweight champion or fucking featherweight champion, whatever you want to call it. I think a mid-card or a middle ground championship for the women would be great. It would add another championship and another reason to kind of feature people. And I think it'd be great to give some of the women a little bit of a leg up when it comes down to it.
Yeah, you guys watch NXT. Look at the strength that's coming through from the guys' side that's coming in, and the women's side. I think the women's side is going to explode this year. I really do.
Well, I'm hoping they do it again. Sol Roca did the backflip RKO. She's on it. Okay, Sol Roca is who it is, and she's absolutely fucking amazing. But anyway, that's our time today, guys. We've gone about 5 minutes over. So I want to tell you guys, don't forget to watch a little bit of wrestling. Enjoy yourself in the entertainment. Watch some Monday Night Raw tomorrow and check out what's going to happen. I'm going to get with these 4, and we're going to discuss whether or not we're going to stream the next pay-per-view, and it's going to be live on TikTok with you guys. And if you guys want to see that, let us know. You can message me on TikTok on here, or email me as well. I've got a couple of emails you can go to. My main one would be thebonesradioshow@gmail.com. I'm going to make a 4HP one here pretty soon, so you guys can just email the 4HP about ideas, thoughts, guests, anything like that. Jackal, thank you so much for coming on with us, brother. And I hope that the next time we get to talk wrestling, we're going to have you on. And of course, Ro. Cut your damn hair.
You mean that lion's mane? The one that attacks Jackal in the middle of the night?
Listen, we've already got one. We got King Fluffy Joker Rob. Now we're gonna have Queen Fluffy Rowan. I
She's
swear.
gonna do it, but it's got to be a hair versus beard match.
Done.
Oh, it's
Done.
on. Oh, it's on.
You do understand that she ain't walking out of that one, right?
You may not be either.
No, because it's gonna be Jackal interfering, beating the shit out of me. And he's gonna be like,
You got demon line rules.
guess what, brother?
Yeah. No. I'll be the announcer guy at the corner table. And here comes Demon Jackal out of the.
Here's what they don't understand. When they say hair versus beard, that's fine. If I take this off, it turns into a goatee.
Oh, are we cheating already?
No, we're not cheating. We're making it very, very. It's technical.
Oh.
Okay.
Stop
Oh,
looking for
guys,
the
you
loopholes.
guys hear this back talk right now? This is amazing. Let's do it.
And our special guest referee is going to be Pit Boss.
Hey,
Put balls on a pole.
Now
On
remember,
a pole
Kay,
match. Pit Boss on a pole match.
jeez Louise.
Who can ever drag his little ass down first? Oh, God.
remember, Kay, if you're the guest referee, you get more bumps than most of us.
Right.
I feel a sudden interest. I'm going to be knocked out in the first 5 minutes.
Well, you do understand that I'm going to bring a new finisher for that match, right, Ro?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's going to call.
Shut up, Meg.
Guys, if you want to know Jackal's character, it's right behind him in his little screenshot there. That's Jackal right there as a wrestler out there, smacking the skin and cross chopping the nipple, clamping people like crazy. That's
Oh my.
that's him right there.
Until his wife enters, and then it's a completely different story.
Yeah, she's the one that says, "You want a nipple clamp, Daddy?"
Yeah.
You know what? I got nothing.
Raise your horns into the air. There is plenty here to share. All are welcome. Take a chair and sing a song.